So, welcome to our completely finished studio. As you can see, that was a joke. This place isn't finished yet, but this is our first video in this new space. And Aqara have sent us some smart home products, so let's check them out. That was rapid! Wow! So in my loft space at the moment, I have the Aqara M2 hub, and that is basically a smart home hub that connects with loads of sensors that I have around my house. So these are like motion sensors, contact sensors, and even some light switches that I've got. And all these little sensors work together in the Aqara app to report back to whether things like doors are closed or open, and even motion sensors. So these are all wireless and they can report back to Apple's HomeKit, and if you get enough of them, you can develop yourself a little DIY home security system. Now this is basically a 2K security camera. I think it has pan tilt zoom and it has the brand new hub built inside of it. So it technically makes my old hub obsolete.
Tape, yes. Of course, it is all MP3 now. These are obsolete.
A couple of weeks ago, if you didn't catch the video, we installed a 60 gigahertz wireless link over to this studio, so we now have broadband in here. This little bad boy supports 2.4 and 5 gigahertz. Obviously, I'm going to be using 5 here because it's more responsive, and if this is going to be my hub, it needs to be responsive. Now, I was going to say, I'm not really a huge fan of this design because if I was going to put this in a professional environment, it's got little ears on it. But what I've just figured out is this is actually just a silicone topper, so that can completely come off, and then you have your professional camera. But now I know this can be removed, I kind of want to keep it on. Now it's gone, kind of miss it. Yeah, it's kind of cute, isn't it? Look at that little thing. Okay, so it's given me a QR code here. I'm going to place that in front.
Wi-Fi connecting. Please wait.
Wow, that's sick.
Welcome aboard.
So now I'm super excited because this thing is all set up. I've done a quick update to it. It's successfully added to my HomeKit, which took a couple of goes I would like to add. However, you can see here, if I go to my accessories and I scroll down here to Camera Hub G3, you can see that this is working. And the video quality is really good whilst this is live. So if I move over into my Apple HomeKit, you can see here that basically the camera feed shows up in HomeKit. It's using my iCloud storage to record when I'm not at home using my phone's GPS. And this thing also has a motion sensor built in, so it's technically part of a security system, so it can detect motion when you arm the thing. This thing is awesome. Now, let's get some of these accessories added to it. So look, pick up and hold. I'm picking up and holding it, right? What I'm going to go ahead and do is place this down on side number 4, go ahead and refresh this, and as you can see, it says there, face up 4. So what we can do now is tie certain things like activating scenes, turning on and off sockets, lights, anything you can think of by turning this cube to a certain side. To check this works, what I'm going to need is a HomeKit bulb that's tied to my HomeKit account and a light to put this in. Perfect. So this bulb is on, it's connected to my HomeKit account. So is our cube. So what we need to do now is click on our cube, and then we have the options here to assign different actions to each of our dots. So let's go on one dot here, and then we need to find this bulb. And then once we've found the bulb, we can go ahead and, let's just say, turn this light completely off. Okay? Perfect. That was rapid! It is cool, isn't it? Yeah. That is quite cool. So, like what you do with this, basically, well, what I would do with this is put like little labels on either side. And then it could say, I don't know, turn the lights to 50%. And then you turn it to the 50% side, put it down, and it would do the thing. So what I'd love from you guys in the comments is some ideas, some thoughts on how you could implement this in a space. What could you actually do with it? And then hopefully in a few months' time, when this studio is built, we can take some of these ideas down and hopefully implement this cube in some funky but functional ways. So I've set the last device up here. This is the G4 doorbell. Now, let's leave the studio for a second and come over here. As you can see, this is the chime. As far as I can tell, this device here, which is the chime, connects to the Wi-Fi, and then this device connects wirelessly to the doorbell because it says these two need to be within 5 meters. So just for a temporary solution for now, what I'm gonna go ahead and do is stick this on the middle of the door. So we're in the Aqara app here. If I go ahead and click on the G4 doorbell, it loads up the live video feed. And as you can see, we've got a great view of the conservatory out there. So let's put this thing into practice. Jed, do you wanna go out there and click the button? Okay, so the chime has chimed and it says right here, somebody is at the front door.
There's somebody at the door.
Can you hear me? Wicked, and I've got Jed too. Two-way audio working fine, and I can see who's at the front door, or the studio door. So for our temporary security solution, as you can see just over here, we have installed the camera. We're going to call it the cat camera because it's got little ears on top of it. It also has a privacy mode as well, so you can go ahead and hide the lens, which reveals these two little eyes and a micro SD card slot underneath, so you can go ahead and do things like continuously record to this device. And something really important for HomeKit users like myself is that it does support HomeKit secure video as well. Within the Aqara app as well, you can also set certain things like gesture recognition, so if a certain gesture is detected or a human or something is detected in the scene, it can go ahead and trigger your Aqara devices. Just like the cat camera, the doorbell can also detect certain things like loitering, whether there's animals there, and the pan-tilt zoom camera at the back, let's say my dog Atlas walks in here, you can set it to pet mode where it will follow the pets around to make sure that they're okay and always visible for the camera. The doorbell also has some really cool automation, so you can make things happen depending on whether motion is detected or an unknown face is detected, or even when a known face is detected. The micro SD card for local storage for the doorbell lives inside of the chime, and the doorbell can be used with batteries or completely hardwired. But yeah, guys, my name's been Alex, this has been TechFlow, and we will see you in the next one. Peace. That is sick.